What up, YouTube? It is your boy All About The Sneakerz back with another unboxing and review video for you guys. Now today, as you can tell from the thumbnail as well as the title of the video, that is correct, guys. We're unboxing the Air Jordan 3 Treat Yourself, better known as Washed Coral. As you guys can clearly see, this is a Valentine's Day themed sneaker. I've actually noticed a lot of Valentine's Day themed sneakers this year in particular, more than a lot of the other years, although there has been quite a few in the past as well. But I was recently doing a vlog in store and hey man, it was a lot of sneakers that have that pink, white, red sort of look, hearts all over it. You can go check out a lot of these shoes online, but this happens to be one of them, and this one was, I would say, highly sought after. It has some demand. The sneaker actually sold out on SNKRS, sat around on a few other sites, but eventually sold out there as well. And although this is a women's sneaker, I feel like a lot of men actually went after this shoe as well, or at least resellers took the big sizes, because hey, for these sneakers to sell out in some of the bigger sizes tells me that there is a demand for men's pairs. Now unfortunately there was no additional sizing on this one, so men 11 and up could not get this sneaker, unfortunately. But there's also a little bit of controversy because the sneaker is pink, so a lot of guys either do or don't sway towards that real men wear pink statement. But for me, I could care less what anyone else says or thinks, as I have my own opinion. And as you guys know, the motto over here on the channel, cop what you like, forget the hype. And even whether it's hype or not, that just goes into the same context. You have your own opinions. Don't let anyone else's persuade you or deter you from what you want to do. However, considering this was technically made for the ladies that you go after this one, guys that you go after this one, everyone, if you did or didn't go after these, comment below and let me know. As you guys know, I'm always in the comments responding. Now if you're new to the channel, or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright guys, you can see here I did secure the bag at JD. Big ups JD Sports for the W on this one. I greatly appreciate it. Now guys, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so hey, this is a dope time to drop this. Nike, kudos for that, because there's a lot of times where some of these holidays, St. Patty's Day, Halloween, maybe even Christmas, sometimes the sneakers do not go out in time. They're not marketed ahead of time. They just kind of drop either right on the day, after the day, maybe a day or two before, where people don't have a lot of time to get them after shipping, and then it becomes sort of a missed call. So hey, kudos for getting this one out on time. All right guys, and as you can see here, I do have the box. We do get an all over red box. This is that 3/4 box that we've seen on other threes, where one side of the box is matte and one side is glossy with the elephant print. Now typically the box would be two-tone, which in this case is not, and I'm actually thankful for that. Also on a lot of other women's releases, we get that white box with the gold jump man. I'm glad they didn't do that either. They actually gave us a special box for Valentine's Day, all red, all over, dopeness. Kudos Nike. However, on the top of the box, as you can see, we do get a glossy jump man as well. And on one side of the box, we have our size sticker. And the size sticker reads Women's Air Jordan 3 Retro. The colorway is Washed Coral Gem Red Sail. This is a women's 11.5, which converts to a men's US size 10. Personal size for me in the Air Jordan. And the suggested retail price on this one is $200 US. All right, let's go ahead and give Nike a round of applause on that. $200 US. Hey man, can't go wrong there. We've seen sneakers at $210, $215, $225, and we're not gonna talk about the OG 85 cut Air Jordan 1 bread at a whopping $250. Wow. But for this sneaker to be a special sneaker, Valentine's Day themed sneaker, it comes with little bedazzles and things like that. Hey, $200, I'm taking that all day. However, let's see what we have under the lid. All right, guys, flipping the lid up on this one, as you can see, we just get white underneath, nothing special. And let me go ahead and get my receipt out of the way. All right, I'm flipping the tissue paper up on this one. As you can see, we do get a special tissue paper, translucent white with red hearts and red Jumpmans all over it. Very nice. That really does add to the presentation and just gives it more of that love feel, that Vday romance feel. I'm liking this shoe a lot. Very nice presentation. And let's go ahead and get the shoe out. And there we have it, guys, the Air Jordan 3 Treat Yourself, better known known as washed coral, better known as Vday. Very, very clean in my opinion. So glad to have this sneaker in the collection. Now guys, bear with me for a moment as I do want to read the sneaker story to you. And it goes, this AJ3 leaves you a love memento, so you'll always remember how good it feels to put yourself first. Washed coral nubuck and smooth full grain leather dress up this dreamy-eyed classic. Jewel charms and pops of gem red, making a lasting impression. Very, very nice. All it says in that story summarized is exactly what we get in the sneaker. Now initially looking at images of this sneaker, I had no idea what to expect in terms of materials and even the color in person. So it's always good to get it in hand, and that's why I'm glad to present this to you guys in 4K, so hopefully you don't have to get it in hand to know whether you like it or not. However, let's go ahead and go over it in depth here, starting with the outsole. As you can see, we do get this coral pink outsole, translucent, very, very nice on the sneaker. We also get white on our midsole here in the rubber piece, as well as we get going around that foam, which the colorway on the box did say sail, so I'm a little bit confused on where the sail is at. If this is sail, it is very, very light because it looks white, so I would assume that has to be the sail, guys. I'm going with white, but as you can see here, looking at the rubber piece, it is a little bit more white than what is here. Where it separates, you can really kind of see it. It's tough to see in the camera maybe, but it is there, so maybe this is technically sail. However, inside of our air bubble, we get the same look there, so I'm assuming that's sail as well. Moving on up to the upper, we do get this leather coral pink wrapping around our mud guard as well as on the upper, and that is in a nice grain leather, very nice. As always, the mud guard leather is a little bit more stiff than we get on the upper. Wrapping around the toe cap, we do get that elephant print, very nice in coral pink, which is a little bit darker than we get on the upper of the shoe, giving it that nice contrast. But inside of there, as you can see, it is also metallic, so that is very dope, a super nice touch. And we also get that here on the rear, giving it that nice shine and shimmer, and I'm sure that will set off very well in sunlight. They're definitely gonna notice that one, especially in the spring, so this is a really nice spring color shoe in my opinion. However, as you can see, we do get these little bedazzles just hanging off of the sneaker. We get a red ruby here with the gold chain, and we also get another ruby here with the smaller chain, and also in a different shape, just very clean in my opinion. All right, now I did just flip the little one around, and as you can see, there is a Jumpman on the other side, very clean. Now I cannot take the credit for that. I would have not known that was there if it wasn't for Mike Rich's daughter Harley. So hey, big shout out to Harley for pointing that out in Mike Rich's video. Rich, I don't know if you watch my channel or not, but I've been a fan of yours for a while, as you actually inspired me to do YouTube. Just gonna keep it a stack. So hey man, big ups to Mike Rich, and even more big ups to Harley for pointing that out. Now guys, as you can see here on the upper eyelid, we do get some fire red, which actually doesn't even appear to be fire red. It almost has more of a crimson color, to be honest. And we get that here on the lower eyelids as well. Hey, they say fire red, but it definitely looks a lot more toned down, a lot more deep red per se versus fire red. However, contrasting against that coral is very, very nice. We do get coral eyelets here as well, and we also get some satin on the sneaker where those eyelets are at, as well as we get here on the collar of the shoe. Now that part I didn't expect. I took a quick glimpse of these in store when I picked them up, and I noticed that, and I was like, well, maybe that really does give it more of that women's sort of vibe, but doesn't make or break me at all. I think it's a dope touch. It gives it more of a premium, exclusive sort of feel, or special edition sort of feel, should I say. Very nice. However guys, other than that, that pretty much wraps it up for the lateral side of the shoe. Moving along. All right, and taking a look at the medial side of the shoe, we get a very similar look as we got on the lateral side, minus additional gems on the shoe, but that pretty much wraps it up. Moving along. Taking a look at the shoe from the top down, as you can see, we do get that translucent outsole, white here on our midsole, more of that nice elephant print going around the toe cap, wash coral here going around the toe vamp or mud guard, more of that leather here going up our toe box, as well as on the tongue, and we do get flat wash coral laces in place, and on up to the top of the tongue, we do get a fire red stitch Jumpman. Very, very nice. However, that pretty much wraps it up from the top down. Moving along. All right, guys, and taking a look at the shoe from the rear, this is my favorite part. Again, wash coral on the outsole, sail going around the midsole, more of that nice elephant print going up the back, and we do get a wash coral back tab with fire red Jumpman and air. And I'll get a little bit closer so you guys can see that. Very nice. The contrast is immaculate. The fire red against the wash coral really sets the shoe off a lot. Unfortunately, no Nike Air on this one, but I think the Jumpman Air looks really good on this pair. However, that pretty much wraps it up for the rear of the sneaker. Moving along. All right, guys, onto the interior of the shoe, we do get this mesh-like sock liner in a lighter washed coral pink. Maybe it's the same color as the leather we get here on the toe box. But we also get that on the back of the tongue with our size tag, and we get a washed coral insole with the red Jumpman in there. Other than that, we just get tissue paper stuffed inside, but that pretty much wraps it up in the interior. Moving along. All right, guys, and last but not least, that very, very nice translucent washed coral outsole, very clean, going all over of the shoe, except for in this piece here where we do get that fire red Jordan text. Very nice. But I really like this outsole a lot. This will get dirty, be prepared. But that pretty much wraps it up for the outsole. Moving on. Alright guys, and once again, you just saw right here on All About The Sneakerz, the Air Jordan 3 Treat Yourself, better known as Wash Coral, again known as Vday or Valentine's Day. A very, very clean pair. So glad to have this one in the collection. Now I did want to point out that on the other sneaker, you do get this on the other one, but you do not get another one of these. Just wanted to point that out. However guys, comment below, let me know what you guys think about seeing the sneaker here on the channel in 4K. You feeling it? You're not? Are you a Vday fan? I know not everyone is in a relationship. Maybe Vday doesn't apply to you in that aspect, but for the most part, it does signify and represent love, as a lot of Valentine's Day themed things have hearts and stuff like that on it, which again symbols love. So even if you're not in a relationship or anything like that, you can still love yourself, you can love your family, you can love your friends. It doesn't have to necessarily mean romance. So if you're feeling this sneaker, whether you're a guy or a girl, I suggest definitely getting this one in hand and seeing if you actually like it. And if you're a fan of it, why not cop it? We do not typically get Air Jordan Valentine's Day themed sneakers. I'm gonna be honest, this is the first time that I've had one in my collection or even saw one at all. And that is why I jumped on top of it, because to me it's a special thing. Love from your boy, All About The Sneakerz. Happy Vday to all of you guys. If you're watching this on Valentine's Day or prior to, happy early Vday in that case. However, that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. I do appreciate you guys as always for tuning in and rocking with your boy. As you know, I rock with you guys 1000%. However, that is all I have for you guys today on this episode. Until the next episode, keep keeping it all about the sneakers. Once again, it is your boy, All About The Sneakerz, signing off. Until the next episode, I will catch you guys later. Salute, I'm out.